Yo, what's good? This is Andrew. Today we're going to be playing some Merfolk Collected Company in Historic. So this is the list that I have at the moment. I've got 8 1-drops. I've put the split between Mistcaller and Benthic Biomancer. We're just going in the best of 1 queue. So I think we're just going to keep with the split for the moment. 4 drops are Silvergill Adept, Trickster, Branchwalker, and Mistbinder. And then our 3 drops, we've got a mix between 1 Glasspool Mimic, 4 Reejeries, 3 Brazen Burrows, and 2 Cometas. Just trialing whether I like Glasspool Mimic at the moment in the list or not. And then we've got our suite of lands, a couple Botanical Sanctums, a couple Breeding Pools, Hinterland Harbors, Unclaimed Territories, and of course the other namesake of the deck, Collected Company. So yeah, let's just jump into it. So I've been playing this deck for a little bit now. Quite like Merfolk. Do play it in EDH, Commander as my commander. Follow quite a bit of Nikachu, just to keep up with what he's playing and whatnot. So we're on the play. Generally on the play, well, I mean on the play or on the draw, you want a 1-drop. So we've got 3 here, so that's pretty good. And then you just want some way to advance and put pressure. A lot of our interaction is just in the Trickster and Brazen Borrowers only. So we got to be quite careful, I guess, with what we want to interact with on the board. But usually this is a pretty good hand, so I think we'll keep. So turn 1, we can decide between playing the Breeding Pool, which gives us a 2/2 on turn 1, versus the Sanctum, which we don't take the pain for. Usually against everything but the aggressive decks, I usually like to play with the Breeding Pool, just up to 2/2 out. So going blind, I think we'll just start with the Sanctum. Out of the 3 1-drops, I usually like leading with Commander Speaker, just because you get a little bit more power on board faster. So I'm going to play the Territory here, Merfolk, Mistbinder, and then we'll get it for 3. So yeah, Merfolk generally, at least in Historic with this deck I found, has been quite pressure orientated, so you want to make sure you get a good board and can try and interact with the opponent at key points. So this looks like some level of Grixis Sacrifice. Usually we're not great with Sacrifice, particularly with Priests of the Forgotten Gods on board. It can just start taking away our board while it accrues value through the sacrificing, so we'll see how it goes. But I do have Mistcaller in hand, which is probably our best card against them. If they're playing with Cauldron Familiar, Bolus of Citadel, if they have their own Collected Company, but this looks to be a Grixis orientation, so potentially not. So we're flying out a little bit here. We'll play another Botanical Sanctum. Do I want to keep the Biomancer and then... So I guess the decision point is Biomancer and Adapt, or play Biomancer and Mistcaller and potentially Adapt next turn. I think I like the idea of just adding to my board at this stage, and then we can always Adapt next turn. Might be a little bit less mana efficient, but I think having the pressure on board is good. Thing to be looking out for in Grixis for board wipes. So things like Storm's Wrath in red, Extinction Event in black. But I don't think as a sacrifice-based deck, I haven't really seen a Grixis version, but okay, never mind. Start off with a 1-0. Alright, that sweet, sweet coin. Alright, let's get back into it. Cool. So this is a hand where we're going second and we don't have a 1-drop in hand. But we do have quite a bit of interaction that we can potentially stack with the Merfolk Trickster into the Mimic. I think this might be a little bit too slow. So I'm going to mulligan, see if we can get it. Okay, so I guess on the 6, I'm usually okay with not having a 1-drop. I don't really want to go to 5. And we do have ways to recoup our card draw through Silvergill Adepts and sort of through Brazen Borrower, that it can be 2 spells, and with Merfolk Branchwalker as well. Reedry is our best card. Most decks, albeit it be a little bit clunky, albeit it can be a little bit clunky, so I think we keep this, and we bin either the Reedry or the Kumena. I could see us getting all on board and then not having some way to push through over Reedry. But then Kumena offers a way for us to draw cards. I think we put Kumena back generally, just in case we draw maybe a second one. So yeah, I think we do. We keep this. Let's see what our opponent is playing. Temple Garden. Alright, so it looks like it's going to be some level of Bant, Uro, Ramp style deck. So I'm assuming it probably is going to Growth Spiral this turn. I'm going to lead off with Silvergill. And we'll reveal... So if I draw into a third land, it's best to reveal Reedry. So we have 2 card draws. Yeah. Oh, okay. No Growth Spiral. So another thing to potentially be aware of with this is that he'll be playing board wipes with Bant. So Wrath of God is in the format. So we want to be careful about how much we commit to the board, but we also want to put enough pressure so that they're not going crazy with, okay, here we go, there's Cleansing Nova. And we drew the land. So let's play the land. I think we still play the first Reedry. So he still needs to get to 5, and he still needs to get a second white. It's whether we play it first to get, I think we play it, yeah, we play it. It does, like Reedry does incentivize us to overcommit because it'll start untapping, but we'll see what he plays. If he plays the 4th white source, I think we try and hold back. Fae of Wishes. Okay, so he's searching for, what's that? Brute Snare. Okay, so prevent all combat damage, eh? So I'm assuming he's probably going to Wrath next turn. It's going to be quite hard for us to push through because he's playing a lot of non-stack based interaction. I think we play the Adept first regardless. Reveal a Branch Walker here. And untap a target breeding pool. Okay. So I'll have 8 on board. Do we want to play this Get Swept? 5 goes to 15. And then we'll have 3, 6, 8, 7. So it's 3 hits to get to 0 at this stage. We'll put Merfolk Branchwalker on board. Does it take it to 2? So 15, play this, then we'll have 3, 6, 9, 11 to 15. It doesn't. So maybe play something like a Nissa or something we can return to hand, but I think we... Actually, should I just play it? So if I play this, that gives me 3, 6, 9, 12, and then this will pump for another 4, so 16. So if we get swept, I think I'm trying to... So he's probably going to either Brute Snare next turn anyway. So if I want to force that, he's going to keep... So I guess I want to force the Cleansing Nova. Do I? Does that really make sense? I mean, if he's not going to do nothing, right? is difficult. If he plays a Planeswalker, then otherwise he's taking 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 with the... Yeah, I think we play it. Maybe we can pretend we have a Spell Snare or something. Or a Spell Pierce. Okay, that's a land. That we will... I think we leave here, because that's not going to make a huge difference. We'll keep full control. Bluff out a counter spell or something. Okay, so I'm expecting the Cleansing Nova. That is okay. Right, do we Collected Company or do we double Branch Walker? I think we double Branch Walker. Or, yeah, we Branch Walker. If we draw into a land, we play Reejerey. If not, then we leave as is. Don't want to keep this on top. So next time we play Reejerey and or Collect Company. Guess. Let's see, Teferi. Interesting. So it's prevent all combat damage, right? That would be dealt this turn. Okay, so he's definitely got a Root Snare. I think we are not in a good shape. That's okay. So we could also bounce, potentially, and then what? He plays it again. Pluses. So I think regardless we attack it, he's going to Root Snare. And then what? We play Collect. I think we just have to, like, can't really deal with Teferi regardless. So I think we need to get the Root Snare out of his hand. Yep. That's fine. So nothing happens. Now the question is whether we Collect a Company or Teferi. So Teferi, he'll be able to plus again, draw a card. But if I return it to his hand, he has to do that. I think we return it to his hand. Make him tap out again. In which case, what, we play another Branch Walker? Or we do that, return it to his hand on his end step. I think he's probably incentivized to tap out, so maybe we can Collect a Company and then do that. But then he probably has a Wrath, second Wrath in hand. So anyway, pass it through. Do I return it to his hand though? That's the question. That is the question. I think we hold off. See what he does. Okay. Tamio. So he's probably going to bring back Root Snare. Okay, this is kinda annoying, ain't it? Okay. Sure. Okay. Yeah, not a lot we can do about that. I think we still Collect a Company end of turn. Or here. Because he's just got the single. Okay. Yep. Interesting. Okay, so I mean, So he's probably just gonna spell snare, root snare, sorry. Yeah, that is fine. I think we main phase do this. So if we turn Teferi back to hand, I mean that's his engine right now, right? I don't know what he has left, but yeah, I think we. Man, this is okay. We do it here while he's tapped out, and then he'll. At least he's playing that. I don't know. Choose a non-lane card. Put all cards with the chosen from among those. So he has to name it. Of course, you discard cards. Let's just. I think we just have to hope something happens. I don't think we're winning this. Okay. No point attacking. I'm not sure if Commander might have been better to keep in hand, but I think going blind. Haze of Pollen. Wow, he named it. Good on him. Jeez. Okay. Sure. So he's going to do it again, then he can minus, bring it back. Yikes. Yeah, I don't think I can deal with this. Should I bring in Brazen Borrower? I don't think it makes a difference at this point. I think I wait till he wraths. Probably. Do I return to Fairy to hand though? I'm just getting time walked here, right? Can't do a whole lot. I don't think there's a way out of this. So I might as well get it out of his hand, right? It doesn't matter too much. It's going to settle the wreckage. Oh, I just got wrecked, eh? Yeah, I don't think I can get out of this. Forgot about settle the wreckage there. Right. Alrighty, we go first. We got a 1-drop. Got some card draw. Seems good. Looks like our opponent took a mulligan. Alrighty, let's kick it off with some Kumena Speaker. Ooh, interesting. I think I'll start with a breeding pool. Attack for 2. This could be blue-white flyers. He might have a. I think he probably has that pirate, that flash pirate. Well, let's reveal Reedry, I guess. See what he does. Assuming he flashes it in. Spectral Sailor, that's the word. Okay. Curious Obsession or. Okay, so this is a bunch of flies. Okay. I think we're decently in this match. It's just becoming a bit of a race between the two. We have the bigger board presence at the moment. So if our Reedry can survive, we can play 2 Merfolk next turn, which is pretty good. Or we can play Merfolk and Brazen Borrower, which is also pretty good. Empyrean Eagle, sure. Ooh, interesting. So, I think we play Kumena, untap the land, keep Trickster up. And then we can draw a card. Because he's not going to block, he'll block here. So what's the point? I could do... Yeah, so I think the things to be wary of is that card that gives him +1/+7. It could be dead. The alternative is to play Branch Walker, keep up that, or keep up both. I think we keep up both, actually. I don't think that extra card draw is going to matter. In which case I should probably... No, I think I'll keep Empyrean Eagle. I think I want to return on that turn. He's not going to block. Okay. Then we play that plus untap land, return. Yeah, I guess. So I'm going to put it in tapped. See how it goes. So he's going to go past to attackers. Okay, I'm going to Trickster, untap permanent here. True. I probably should have kept it untapped, because then it'd give me the opportunity to take down the Spectral Sailor. I mean, if he has Rally the Wings, I think it is. I think it's +2/+2. And it untaps. So let's see what he does. Rally the Wings. Yep. Okay. Are we dead? Untap all creatures you control with flying. So I think we let that happen. And so they're facing 7 possible attackers. Turn Sailor to hand. He moves into combat. He can still play it before combat, right? So that's... So attacks for 7. And then he dies on the crackback. See what he does. Because even if I... Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna block this. Pass priority to him. Okay, cool, we won. Alright, that's probably going to be it for today. Thanks for tuning in.